in zero effort and watch them come to you. This is what you call reverse psychology, and this is no game, this is no gimmick. Let me tell you guys something. We are living in a world where we have to tell people to self-improve. We have to tell people to get on their shit, and it's because not enough people is on their shit. So when you're on your stuff, and when you're focused on you, you grow, which means everything else is gonna be attracted to you. You don't have to, bro, all this game stuff that some of these coaches online might tell you to do is a bunch of washed BS. Especially when it comes to women, less is always more. The harder you try for them, the harder you try to get them with game and seduction and all this BS, the further away you're going to push them. The less you do, the better. Oh my God, this guy doesn't care about me. He can live his life just fine without me. I might be getting a little bit damp right now. Yeah. And guess what you did? Paid her no attention. You done nothing. You put in zero effort. Zero. Zero to hero. You put in no effort at all. And don't you be mad at it. It's just how she goes. Most things you're told by a lot of these dating coaches is BS. They have no idea what they are doing themselves. No idea. The way I used to be with women and how I am right now with women has never changed. Since day one till now, I didn't know, oh my God, I have to up this, I have to up that. Nothing's changed. They've always been there. Always. And they always will be. I've had them always come to me. Not that I've never reached out to nobody before, but most of my relationships, they have come to me or happened very naturally. I didn't have to put in all this effort and, oh my God, text her the right things and take her out and all this stuff. No. The more you do that, you're trying to qualify for her. You're trying to do something to try to get these women. You have to get you. You have to get you correct. That's what you have to do. But we live in a clown world today where we have to tell people to do this, to do that. It's because they're not doing it. Of course we have to tell them to do certain things because they're not doing it to begin with. Everybody wants the easy answer. Everybody wants, what can I do to seduce her? What can I do to get her? Not knowing when you become better yourself, they just so happen to be right there. They're literally right there. They want to come to you, which means you put in zero effort on them. You put in effort on yourself. Like, you can't just sit at home and be like, you have to put effort in yourself. When you put an effort on yourself, everything else comes so easily, so effortlessly. And that's how it should be. Things should be easy. If you look at animals in the kingdom, they're not playing game and stuff like that. They just follow tag one another, and they might play around with each other and stuff, but it's like they're with each other. Today, things have become so complicated and so do this, but don't do much of that. But don't only text her after a couple hours go by and all this washed BS. it is all stupid. When you get yourself correct, everything else is going to be there. You can pick and choose. That's what you can do. And you continuously focus on your own life as if nothing else matters. There's no tension. There's no nothing. You're literally focused on your life. When you do that and there's no strings tied, no attachments, no nothing, and you're just literally focused on your life, happier than a pig in shit, you watch and see how many things will be right there for the takings because you're being the exact human being you're supposed to be. When you're not being the human being that you're supposed to be, everything's going to be so messy. Like everything's going to be out of place because you're out of place. When you get yourself in place, everything else is in place. Same as your purpose, same as your passions. Most people can't even get right. They turn to this, they turn to that, they turn here, they turn there. It's like, center yourself. For 2 full seconds, center yourself and no. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Center yourself. Know who you are. Stop going everywhere. Stop going all over the place. It's up to yourself. When you have that type of energy, everything else is just right there. You could pick up something tomorrow if you wanted to. You don't have to. You can continue to live your life. If you want the grandest surprises, just keep living your life. Just let time go by. This is great advice for a man, maybe not so much for a woman. But even as a woman, if you just live your life like a proper woman, you're not partying all the time, you're not trying to do shit, you're not messing with a bunch of guys, like you're focused on you. And you're living your life. That's going to make men run your way. And you get to pick and choose what you want to do in those certain situations. You can keep focusing on your life. Or you can pick a guy or whatever you want to do. It's the exact same thing in every situation. You don't even have to be this big, masculine force to be reckoned with. You don't have to portray that energy. It might have to be in you, but you don't have to portray that energy. You just have to be yourself. You have to live your life confidently as a man or a woman. And things just naturally come. Zero effort. Because the effort you put in was into yourself, which makes you way more attractive in the eyes of everybody, including God. You become more attractive because you're being the person you're actually supposed to be. You're not being somebody you're not. You don't have all these holes in yourself. You fill those holes because you know who you are. You know your strengths. You capitalize on your strengths. You have purpose. You have vision. You have a work ethic. You have these certain things in line. And you go for things every single day. And you build your self-confidence up over time. And even when it comes to women and myself, I'm telling you, bro, it's the exact same thing it's been since day one. The exact same thing. I have the exact same strategies. I've always been good enough. Always. I didn't have to do things to, I have to get way more muscular to get these chicks. Honestly, no. I was already muscular before I even hit the gym. I was already jacked before I even hit the gym. Naturally. Because I played a bunch of sports. I kept fit to a degree. But I didn't have to go to the extent that I did. But it's a part of my purpose and it's not going to stop for nobody. No matter who or is not a part of my life, I'm going to continue to do the things that I do because it's in me to do it. It's who I am. It's a part of me. And like I said, even back then, bro, I was good enough. Things might not have happened. Things might not have worked out. And that's life. It could have. It literally could have. And I didn't have to do nothing extra. The people that might have to do extra are the people that's very far gone off. Like you're not even close to what you should be. Then maybe, yeah, you gotta self-improve and you gotta do some work. But getting just jacked to the nines, just shredded to the tits, rich, all these things, you don't even have to do all that. Those things is gonna get some extra eyeballs on you, definitely. But you don't have to do those things. You actually have to put in zero effort even towards getting girls because the effort went in on yourself. That's how it goes. Like you know what to do with yourself. You know what to do with your life. You're not confused. Where there's confusion, yeah, it might be a little bit hard. You might have to figure things out. You might have to self-improve. You might have to get it right. But as long as you're doing it right, I guarantee you things are going to be right there. A wide selection of a lot of different things is going to be right there. And that is up to you to play it smart. That is up to you to play the field the way you want to play the field. And you just got to look at these other chicks, and if you don't pick them, you just look at them and you just say, don't you be mad at it. Don't you be mad at it. It is what it is. It is what it is. The same thing for everything. Who cares who was with who? Who cares if the girl you want is with a different guy? Who cares if the guy you want is with a different girl? Who cares? Accept it and move on. Because there's many more in the sea. My ex came right back to me, right in my face, trying to get me back. 3 years after we split. No, I'm good. No hesitation, no nothing. That's what I felt like doing. I'm not hard up for her. Yeah, you might look great still. Cool. But I have a different story. I have different plans. I have different plans. And you're not a part of it. You could have been, but you ruined it. What could have been? But not no more. I'm telling you, bro, you got to put in zero effort. Zero game. Zero all that. Because if it, bro, you are it. Like I said, if you look at attraction, bro, attraction is attraction. If you look at the animal kingdom, attraction is attraction. Sometimes a female lion will leave a male lion she was with for another male lion. That's life. As long as you're on point, you'll be right there for the taking. There's many more female lions. But you gotta get your shit straight. If it's not already. Which means focusing on yourself. Do the inner work. Do work that you don't like. I don't know what people think, bro. Like there's work to be done all the time. All the time. There's something you can do to improve. There's more life to live. There's more days ahead, right? There's things you can do to just mature as a man. Get better. Learn new things. That's what becoming a man is all about. Being well-rounded. There's so many things you know how to do. You have so much certainty. You have so much confidence. You have so much swagger in the person you've just become from all that time you have spent focused on yourself. And watch everything be right there for the taking. It's gonna happen. But it's never going to happen if you can never focus on yourself. When you focus on yourself, you grow. When you focus on shit, shit grows. And this is why we are living in a world today where we have to just completely obliterate people and yell at people to self-improve, self-improve. Get to the gym, do this, get this up, raise your sexual market value, bro. All these words are a bunch of bullshit. Like it's crazy to me how people even need to be told these things. Like imagine someone coming out to me, Joel, raise your sexual market value. What the did you just say to me? I'm already it. I don't have to raise it. I'm already it. I don't have to be told to do these things. You shouldn't have to be told to do these things because you should already be it. You see what I'm saying? It's all just words. And yeah, I guess some people need advice. Some people need the help. Some people need that guidance. And then there's just some people that just get it. Like, to be honest, like, bro, everything has come, like, compared to most of the world, things have come just so easy to me. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, getting fit, it comes so easy to me. Understanding women comes so easy to me. I get it. I get what you are. All right? I get it. Just everything. Who I am. Understanding myself. Understanding my worth. Understanding my values. Understanding my strengths. Understanding what I need to do. It just, I don't know. It just comes easy. And it's because of the way my mind works. Like, I take the time to listen to myself. I take the time to do the right things. So if you're in direct alignment, of course things are going to come so easy because you're in direct alignment. But if your head's in the clouds, you don't really know who you are, you don't know where you stand, you can't do this right, you're all a little warped, you're not in the shape you need to be in. And even that is questionable. Like, you don't even have to be in top tier shape. You might have to be in a little bit of shape because, like, I have never lived a day in my life where I was, like, out of shape. So yeah, you probably have to be in shape to a degree. You don't gotta be perfect. You really don't. Like, bro, I'm telling you right now, if I was in half the shape I'm in right now, nothing would change. The way women view me, it would not change. So what does that mean? I'm not even doing it for them. I'm doing it for me. Even if I strike on a 10 and a 10 dime piece, which is very possible, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop being me. I'm going to keep being me. Regardless, I'm not doing things for a certain thing. I am in direct alignment with who I am, and with who I am, it's not going to stop. This ain't about you. Today is my day. This is about me. Save it. Save it. This ain't about you. You see what I'm saying? Nothing's that deep. Nothing is that deep. Higher sexual market value. Do this. Do that. Like, brother, your sexual market value should already be there. Like, you should be good enough already. You should be in good enough shape. You shouldn't be out of shape. You shouldn't be overweight. Like, that's the standard. You should already be those things. Like I said, you don't gotta be professional, athlete, built, rich, all these things. You don't have to be perfect. But there's like a standard. And yes, you should be that. Like, don't you want to live the best life you can live? Because if you're not even trying, like if you can't even take yourself seriously, if you can't even get yourself to do the things you have to do, then how are you going to live your best life? With the best people involved? Impossible. Why would they even want to be a part of your life if you are lousy, if you are lazy? They shouldn't. So if you want A+ quality people in your life, you have to show up for you, regardless of who else is around. You're showing up for you. You're getting yourself correct. I am telling you, bro, at every facet of my life, I was correct. Like, I was good enough. And this is even something I'm starting to realize, and not just, oh my God, I realize it right now. But over just the last little while, I have realized this. I look back at my life, and there might be certain things at the time, or certain things that I've been through that kind of shook your confidence a little bit, like, oh, this bad, nasty breakup or something, sure. I look back, brother, I was always good enough. And I don't want to sit here and like sell you this dream to yourself and say this, it's the same for you, because I don't know that for sure. Like, you could have been a complete slob or whatever, I'm not sure. But when I look back at my own personal life, I was always good enough. There's nothing I had to do extra to like be a certain somebody, to attract a certain somebody. Like, bro, I was always good enough. Always. It was for me. I wanted to get to the UFC at one point. I was training like a maniac in the gym. People did not even understand what I was doing. I was getting in the best shape of my life. I was becoming undeniable. Every single thing you do, it has to be for you. You can't do it to, you know what? I'm gonna do this because it's gonna get these chicks. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna buy all these girls. Bro, I have a friend that did some dumb shit like that. I'm gonna buy these girls all these drinks and then I'll be able to get them. Wrong answer. You bought them all these drinks and now they're gone. You can't do things on purpose to get people. You just have to be that person, whether you're a man or a woman. You just have to be that person, and everything you desire is going to desire you back, because you're desirable to begin with. You get what I'm saying? This is reverse psychology compared to what most of the stuff you guys hear. It is BS. Just be yourself and you're going to attract the thing you desire. Or like the opposite of yourself. Like, if it's not in you to be jacked, to be ripped, to get huge, don't even do it. Like, just be yourself. Just do what you feel is right. If it's gonna take a part of your soul just to get in the gym to get jacked, don't even do it. Like, if it's not in you to do it, don't. Not every human being alive can be jacked. Not every human being alive can be chiseled out of stone. Like, it's really not for some people. Like, you could be like maybe in a little bit of shape or something like this, I'm not sure, but like, not everybody has to be a professional athlete in shape to that caliber. I say just be yourself. I say get in direct alignment with who you are. I say be the best you can be for the person you actually are. That's what you should do. Like, bro, if you look back at me, I want to see if I can get this picture up. I don't know if you guys can see this in the camera or not, but like, brother, it's probably not even high quality right now on the video, but like I was jacked, like as a kid, and you can't even really see it, but I'll post on my Instagram pretty soon, but bro, like I was already, like I'm just an older version of what I always was. Like at 28 years of age today, I'm the exact same as like the 7-8 year old kid that I was. I'm just in alignment. Like, alignment is what's important when it comes to attraction. You can't get out of alignment. So like the person I always was, I have to continue to be that through my years. I can't all of a sudden get off alignment with my life and become a heroin addict or like a meth head or something crazy and get off alignment, because you're going to start to lose yourself. Or get into drugs, alcohol, booze, and all this stuff, and you don't even know who you are no more because you resorted to bad things. All you have to do to attract the desired people that you want is be in direct alignment with yourself. You don't gotta be rich as tits. You don't gotta be a smoking hot 10 out of 10 dime piece. You don't have to be chiseled out of stone, professional athlete in shape. You really don't. And I'm not saying don't even be those things. I'm not even saying don't get jacked. You can if you want to. I say do it if you want to do it. But you don't have, if it's not in you, don't do it. It might reverse on you. It's not even who you are. Like for me, I was jacked since day one. I'm jacked now. Nothing's changed in that kind of a way. I'm just in alignment from the young kid I was to the 20-year-old that I am right now. Self-alignment is so important. And these are the messages the entire world needs to hear more of. Like the whole red pill community, the dating market, whatever you want to call it. These are the messages more people have to know and have to learn. It's this right here. This is what we got to get on. This is the type of shit that needs to be spread. Not that all that other BS. Because it's going to tell you to do things that's just going to make everything else worse. Not better, worse. Don't forget it.